Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another party prep video. Before we get into today's video, I'd like to thank eFavorMart for sponsoring. I will have more on them later. I've always wanted to have a Halloween party in the new house. In our old house, we always had the neighborhood over for a get-together before we went out trick-or-treating. We also did that one year here, but I wanted to have a full-blown Halloween party, and being that it was Friday the 13th, it was the perfect opportunity. So I usually start doing things for my party prep about 3 days before the party. Of course, I order things for months in advance, or at least a couple weeks in advance, but 3 days before the party, I try to do the most tedious task like this. I'm just taking the covers off of these arches that are from eFavorMart so that I can put our Halloween covers on. So I discovered eFavorMart around August when I did Ella's, what was her third time having a unicorn birthday party, so that's why I have the purple and pink on these arches still, and then I just store them in the basement. But if you don't know what eFavorMart is, it's a one-stop party supply shop that brings your most Pinterest-worthy event planning dreams to life at wholesale prices. So I used to see these arches at other people's parties, and I was like, oh, they must have rented them. Like, I've never really seen them before, and now I own them, and they're so easy to put together, and now I can just buy covers for them for each event. So eFavorMart is best known for their elevated essentials for events like weddings and birthday parties, baby showers, but they also have tons of impressive seasonal decor, which you'll see throughout today's video. I will definitely be ordering more from them for Everly's third birthday, which is next month. She is having a Frozen Minnie Mouse themed birthday, and I have so many ideas for it, and I just think it's so cute how she made up her own theme, and I know that we're going to make it look amazing. But the look that I was going for this Halloween party was just a really classic, like black and orange, spooky, but also cute. eFavorMart makes decorating and event planning so easy. They have thousands of items for any vibe or theme that you're going for. They even have like some different idea boards based on what you type in, and that's where I got the idea to do this ghost arch here, and it came out so cute. I will say the ghost was probably one of my favorite things to make, and I just used some of these little eyes right here with some stickies on the back, and then the mouth I just used Cricut vinyl, but I thought it was an adorable little touch. You'll see at the end here I set it up next to my balloon arch. My balloons are also from eFavorMart. Like I said, they literally have everything, and I have a feeling we'll be ordering from them all the time with all the holidays and birthdays coming up, and we host everything, so they've definitely made it much easier for me. So throughout this entire video, you'll be seeing more of what I did with everything I got from eFavorMart. But I just wanted to let you know that if you want to take your holiday events and decor to the next level and support my channel, click the link in the description box and use my code Tiffani15 for 15% off. Everything I used for today's party will be listed in the link below. Like I said, 3 days before the event, I like to do the tedious things like switching out those covers, making the balloon arch right here or balloon garland, and just getting like all of those tiny little tasks done. I definitely suggest making a list first, but I try to do all of the little tedious things just to check them off the list. And those little tedious things are like where I'm like, oh, I need this or I need that, and it gives me time to buy extra things. But luckily for this, I didn't need anything. Okay, so this is also from eFavorMart. It comes in small pieces like this so that it's easier to store. We used it for Ella's birthday, and now I just got this really pretty like black shimmery cover to go on it, and I wound up putting my balloon garland on there, and it looks so cute. I can't wait to show you how it all came together, but you can just see how something like this could really elevate your party or your holiday. It makes a great backdrop for photos, which you'll see at the end here as well. Now that that's all set up, I am filling the sink with some hot soapy water, and we're going to wash some things that I have for the party, such as these adorable little dirt and worm, what can you call it, like little pots. I thought when I saw it on eFavorMart, I was like, okay, this is perfect for dirt and worms. It could have been even spookier if I had like I've seen people take the Milano cookies and write like RIP on it, but I just did classic dirt and worms, and they were a huge hit. I thought the little shovels that come with it are adorable too. So just continuing on with the tedious, getting everything ready, washing all of these containers and just all the stuff that we'll be using for the party. I'm also going to be washing these little syringes that I got to make a spooky, like it would be a champagne wall, but it was a Shirley Temple wall for the kids. And that was also a huge hit. They loved it so much, and now I don't know how I'm not going to have Shirley Temple walls at all of our events. So here's the syringes I was talking about, and you're going to see a little bit later, but I wound up filling them with grenadine that I wound up putting in Sprite, and that's how we made our little Shirley Temples. Okay, so this is actually day of. I am making some sangria. You can definitely make it days in advance, but I was just having such a busy week that I couldn't really focus on this until I had the time to. So I am making a rosé sangria, and then I'm making a red sangria. The rosé sangria, I didn't add like any other like alcohol, just apple cider and some oranges and apples and cinnamon sticks. And then in the red sangria, I added Grand Marnier, cinnamon sticks, as well as apples and oranges. Super easy and delicious. And I also added apple cider to the red sangria as well. Okay, now that the sangrias are mostly done, I'm waiting for a couple more things to come from Instacart before I finish them off, like club soda, and I think the oranges didn't come until later, and that's when I added them. So while we're waiting for Instacart to get here, we are making our cupcakes. I usually like to make cupcakes the day before or the day of. Since it's a later party, I'm making it the day of. But for cakes and stuff, I'll usually make the cake at least 2 days in advance, and then 1 day in advance I'll decorate it. So We are just making super easy, funfetti, gluten-free cupcakes, and I'm gonna make my homemade buttercream frosting. Do you guys have any fall or Halloween traditions? We have a couple that are like kind of starting. The one thing that we don't have this year, which makes me sad, is we don't have matching family Halloween costumes. I still have hope, even though Halloween is in like a week, but you know, every year since Tanner was born, we had a family costume, so it just makes me sad to think that we won't have one, but maybe last minute I'll find something. But the kids are being, Ella and Everly are being witches, and the boys are being like Scream and a Grim Reaper. They want it to be like scary things this year, so definitely not a family theme. Another tradition that we recently started to do kind of around, 2020-ish times was to drive around and look at Halloween houses. There's even like different counties do maps of Halloween houses for you to see which houses to go to, just like a Christmas light show. They do like a whole Halloween show, and it's just really cool. So definitely look into that for whatever county you're at. So for the buttercream frosting, it's 1000% worth it to make. It can be messy, but otherwise it's so worth making. All you do is follow the instructions on the back of your powdered sugar. It's like a bag, which I think is like 4 cups of powdered sugar, couple of sticks of butter, vanilla. It's honestly so simple, and then use some heavy cream to get it to the consistency that you want. But I just feel like all the store-bought icing tastes like straight up chemicals, especially lately, so I'm so happy that you guys convinced me to start making my own icing. I also don't love food coloring, but sometimes it's necessary for parties. I've tried the natural food coloring, and everything looks vomit color. I don't know, if any of you found like a good natural food coloring, let me know. Alright, cupcakes are out of the oven cooling, and I'm just filling up my piping bags with all different tips. I need to buy some new tips before Everly's birthday when I make her cake, because I only have like a couple, and I'm missing the things that like screw them on, so it doesn't really work for when you're trying to make a bunch of stuff at once, like cupcakes and cakes. So definitely need to remember to buy some new frosting tips. But anyway, this is how I like to do it. I put the bag in a cup so it's not messy, pull it right up, and then I let it sit in the fridge for a little bit to harden, just because it gets really soft in the mixer. So while that's in the fridge, I am making my pudding for my dirt and worms.
To be honest, I don't think about you. To be honest, I got better things to do. To be honest, I don't care that we're over. Been fine since you told me you don't love me anymore. To be honest, I like sleeping alone.
I was sad we didn't get gluten-free Oreos, because dirt and worms are like my favorite nostalgic thing from school back in the good old days when you were actually allowed to bring in homemade stuff. And here's Everly running. She loves to help me with everything. I'm not using my food processor. I'm just using this thing that I usually use for my meat, I don't know what to call it, to just break up all of the Oreos.
I don't need you, 'cause I'm one in a million men. That means I'll find a better you someday. To be honest, I don't miss you. To be honest, I don't think about her. Your new girlfriend, now she's your whole world. I don't mind you posting pictures, I could watch those photos.
I put the pudding in the fridge. I didn't want to assemble the dirt and worms yet. I wanted to do it closer to when the party started so that the Oreos didn't get like mushy. And for the icing, I purposely made a ton of extra icing because I wanted to kind of build up the icing on top. I feel like usually I don't do that, and that's what makes the cupcakes look so pretty. So I did like one little layer, and then I'm doing another layer on top. I'm not a pastry chef, I'm not a baker, but I have fun doing all this kind of stuff.
To be honest, I don't miss you. To be honest, I don't miss you. To be honest, I don't miss you. But I'm lying to myself, 'cause the truth is I still need you. You're one in a million. That means I'll never find another you can. To be honest, I miss you. To be honest, I miss you. To be honest.
And then finally, I'm just adding some sprinkles.
To be honest, I miss you. To be honest, I miss you. For the things that weigh me down. 'Cause in the echo of
So welcome to the family, cute little cupcake stand. This is also from eFavorMart, and I'm obsessed with it. We're definitely going to be using this for other events, but I just love that it was black, so it can just go with anything, whatever theme you're going with. You can even like wrap some lights around it or make it even more festive, but this was perfect for our Halloween party.
need the bitter truth. I need the better version of you.
Yay, Instacart is here, so now I'm finally adding my oranges to my sangria. I could just like paste this stuff in so like sangria is all in one section, but I feel like it's important to show you like my methods and how I do everything in real life so that you can see how you can also do it in real life. It's not perfect, it's messy, but it gets done, and it's, you know, it's worth it.
You talk about faith. Is it just something you say? Or is it
So another little tip that I have for you for like just hosting or, you know, anytime you're throwing any type of party, I set a time for when I'm going to get in the shower and get ready. Some mornings I'll wake up and do it right away, but like this was a Friday, it was a school morning, had to get the kids on the bus, needed some more groceries, needed to finish setting some things up. But I have a time in my head that I know I'm going to get in the shower and get myself ready. So I'm rushing to that time to make sure that I'm ready for the party. But I just set up some of our cans of soda, and before the party we'll put ice in it. But now, since our little syringes are nice and dry, I am filling them with the grenadine. Okay, moving on to our centerpieces. I definitely could have done this in advance, but like I said, it was just such a busy week that I didn't have time to. So all of the florals and everything here is from eFavorMart, and then I'm using Mart table runners to put in the vase and wrap around the florals instead of like putting a vase filler or like anything else in there. I thought it was cute and spooky.
And leave my head up in space. Countless nights and days when you are far away, and I know that it's hard, but stay with me tonight. 'Cause when you fall apart, you know I will be around in sunlight or in the night. I'll make it worth your while. We won't hide in the crowd. Just stay with
Next, I'm just adding some glitter bats to get my orange in there.
make it worth your while.
Chris put the tables outside for me, and I am putting the tablecloths on from Mart. These tablecloths are amazing, and I never want to use a different tablecloth ever again. They're fabric, and they go right under the table, like the actual like foot of the table goes into them, so you know you're not having like a tablecloth moving all over the place or anything like that. Plus it just looks like so chic and cute and put together.
'Cause when you fall apart, you know I will be around in sunlight or in the night.
Now we're putting up our little photo backdrop that you saw us assemble the day before. So we're just putting this in the back of the yard next to, I don't know if I show it in this video or not, but Chris spray painted a soccer field lines like onto our grass in the backyard, and we have 2 nets there, so because like all the kids always play soccer right there. So he just did that like a day or two before the party. So I'm putting this off to the side where I don't think the soccer ball is going to hit it or anything like that. And now I'm going to add our garland to it. I'm just using these really heavy duty clamps and clamping down the balloon tape, which is what you put the balloons into. It's like a clear tape. You've seen it a million times in my videos with the holes in it that you pull the balloons through. I'm just clamping it down. And I did need to tie some string on. Like, I always feel like this with my balloon arches or balloon garlands. Like, I pretty much never know exactly how I'm going to put it up, but these clamps are really starting to do the trick. And then if I put it on the wall in the house, I usually tie it to like my staircase. I don't know, I have so many different methods, but it gets done. I also added some cute little bats to the garland as well. Back inside, again, this is something that could have been done days in advance, but I just got around to it the day of the party. I'm blowing up a cauldron that is like, I guess, yeah, it's a cooler. So you put ice in it and you put drinks in it. But pretty much it's just like an inflatable, and it was cute and just gave the party a little something extra. And we'll probably put it back out on Halloween for the parent trick-or-treaters.
I'm done with getting hate from love, you see, love. Baby, can we kill these butterflies? They live and then they die, and that's the way I like it.
This was also incredibly tedious, and I broke a couple of the holes trying to put this pretty ribbon I got from Mart through it. It's like, I'm obsessed with this type of ribbon. I want to get it for Christmas to put on presents too. It's like, is it chiffon? I don't know. It's beautiful. You'll see.
I've been loving you for too long. All these butterflies gotta go. I just gotta be on my own. I've been loving you for too long, too long. Move on my own. I've been loving you for do the long-term stuff, so let go.
Alright, now I am just setting this up outside, and then I'm going to get started on making a sign. Again, something that could have been done earlier, but I just couldn't focus on this yet. A sign for the champagne wall. So you see what I'm talking about, how like I broke some of the little holes that go, that the ribbon goes through, so I wound up having to tape them on, but it still looks beautiful and you would never know.
All these butterflies gotta go. I just gotta be on my own. I've been loving you for too long. All these butterflies gotta go.
So I found a cute Halloween font on Cricut, Cricut Access, and it was just perfect for this. And then you'll see I put it on a glitter paper, which it is incredibly hard to get vinyl to stick to glittery paper. Lesson learned, but it was worth it because everything looked so adorable. So I really like how that came out on the little champagne wall. Well, not champagne, Shirley Temple wall.
I'm trying my best, but I don't know how to solve them. I don't know what to do. I need some time on my own to figure out what I want. 'Cause baby, right now I don't know. Feels like I'm riding solo. You got me thinking about all of the problems in us. I know it's sad, but we both know. Maybe it's time that I let you. Trying to move on, looking for someone new. But I keep thinking about you, yeah. You, yeah. You've been in my head for so long, trying to forget, but it's so hard. Yeah, it's so hard, yeah. I need some time on my own to figure out what I want. 'Cause baby, right now I don't know. Feels like I'm riding solo. You got me thinking about all of the problems in us. I know it's sad, but we both know. Maybe it's time that I let you. I need some time on my own to figure out what I want. 'Cause baby, right now I don't know. Feels like I'm riding solo. You got me thinking about all of the problems in us. I know it's sad, but we both know. Maybe it's time that I let you.
Right now I am just wiping down the island, and I'm going to put this beautiful tablecloth that I got from eFavorMart on it. It was huge and fit the whole island, and set up some faux candles I got from eFavorMart, and it's the centerpieces. And then I'm going to put like some bats on the cabinets, as well as hang some ghosts with some, fishing wire, fishing string, the clear string from the pendants. And like as I'm watching this video, I'm like, I have no idea how I got all of this done in time for the party and still was able to get myself ready. I mean, obviously Chris was a huge help with like setting up the backyard and lighting and the projector, because I forgot to mention we're doing an outside movie, which was a huge hit. Like everything just came together, and I'm so thankful. Everybody had so much fun, and we definitely created core memories, not only for our kids but also for ourselves, and we want to do it again next year.
I always like me better when I'm around you. Ain't no place I'd rather be. You got this energy that always surrounds 'cause I just need one reason to keep on breathing. Tell me you'll come back to stay. I try for you, baby, to take the higher road, to be someone you're proud of, but I've been lost lately. I don't know what is right or wrong. Ooh, I always like me better when I'm around you. Ain't no place I'd rather be. You got this energy that always surrounds you. It's everything I'll ever need. The devil on my shoulder's almost gone. Ooh, I always like me better when I'm around you, oh yeah. Lord knows how I try to be anything better than worst, but I can't get by, 'cause I need you right.
For me, it's the cutesy little touches like hanging ghosts and bats and things like that that really make it. You'll also see later I put on 2 black lights on the island that I got from eFavorMart, and I feel like that was also such a hit because it just gave it that spooky feel. The party started at 5 and it gets dark pretty early. So inside it was like the black light on the island, and it just, everything just came together so nicely. Like I couldn't have even thought it would be this good. Like, you buy things and you just kind of hope it all comes together, but everything came together amazing. And then I think dirt and worms were the last thing that I did before I was like, okay, it's time for me to shower, and then I'll come and finish the champagne wall and just finish like cleaning and wiping things down and putting the diffusers on and the final little touches before the party started. So if you don't know, dirt and worms are delicious. They're amazing, and it's so simple. It's literally just crunched up Oreos and chocolate pudding. I know people do like extra things like put Cool Whip in it, or I've done it before with like cream cheese in it, but this just plain and simple was perfect. So as you can see here, I'm just doing a layer of Oreo, then a layer of pudding, and then one more layer of Oreo, and then I'm putting a worm on top.
You. It's a new beginnings and a better life. It's the dancing underneath the disco lights. They can try, but they can never take me down. Ooh, 'cause I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. They always bring all the lonely, but with you here nothing can scare me. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. I will tell them what I'm feeling forevermore. I don't care about their feelings, not anymore. So let's show them that love is pure, no matter who it's for. It's a new beginnings and a better life. It's the dancing underneath the disco lights. They can try, but they can never take me down. Ooh, 'cause I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. They always bring all the lonely, but with you here nothing can scare me.
So I remember now, this was officially the last thing that I was doing before getting in the shower, was just putting these in, and they hold the champagne flutes, which are also from eFavorMart. Also, the whole champagne wall is from eFavorMart. They actually have like tons of champagne wall options, but I liked this one because it was just like acrylic and the perfect size for the types of parties that we have. So I'm finally ready. I'm out of the shower. I'm feeling pretty good. Luckily, my mom and my stepdad got here a little early, and they helped me do things like fill the ice maker and just like little things like that. Put drinks in the coolers, or just little tedious things like that. They were very helpful, so I was excited that they came a little bit early. But now it's it's late enough that I'm able to fill these up for a guest to arrive.
I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. They always prey on the lonely, but with you here, nothing can scare me. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love I'm not afraid to love no parachute. You know I'm dreaming about us two, playing around without a clue. On the edge, cleaning out. With us, it's all or nothing. Oh, but guess I need more of you. With us, it's all or nothing. But guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you just leave. With us, it's all or nothing. Oh, but guess I need more of you. With us, it's all or nothing. But guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you just leave.
So I was so happy with how everything came out. You see around the little arch, this was like one of the things you can put the cover on too, but I thought it would be cute to put over the champagne wall. And then I used one of the like the little table runners that I put in with the floral and stuff. I put them in, or I wrapped it around that arch. And again, this is just like little touches. I tried to get like a glimpse of everything before everybody got here. It's always the hardest part about filming like party preps or holiday things. It's just, getting those shots to show the after, because usually like I'm just ending when everybody's getting here. But I also took some pictures, and I have the pictures at the end of the video too. Not only pictures that I took, but pictures that our friends and family took and sent me as well. So just trying to give you a little overview of everything and how it came out. Chris and I are also firm believers in having activities when you're hosting things. So one of the activities that we have for the party, besides the movie, which was like the main event, right, was Chris had the idea to get jack-o'-lantern Easter eggs, essentially, fill them with candy, and then order a bunch of flashlights. And then when it's dark, we hide them and then give the kids the flashlights. And we got like little goodie bags for them to put them in. And it was a lot of fun and just something simple for them to like do and look forward to. So in a minute here, you'll see my mom and my stepdad putting batteries in all of the flashlights.
But guess I need more of you. With us, it's all or nothing.
This was like my favorite, how it looked in here at night, because people were like coming inside to grab drinks and kids were playing in the playroom, and I just loved how like fun and cute and spooky it looked. Right, now here's some pictures from the evening. Not anything like super great, but I wanted to just do an overview so that you could see the ambiance and just how fun it was. We chose Hotel Transylvania, and that's only like a quarter of the kids that were here. I think we had 25 kids, and I think total we had, I forget, but basically it was a lot of kids here. But it was literally perfect. A lot of the boys are just obsessed with soccer, so they played soccer for the majority of the night, and then came over and like would do the Easter egg hunt or watch the movie. But I hope that you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, and be sure to check out eFavorMart.